So I found out something today by accident.
What?
Well, you're munching your rank toast with Marmite on it.
Marmite.
Instagram, this is relevant to you. Instagram has a setting on it which allows you to decide what happens to your Instagram profile after you die.
Oh, I knew that.
How'd you know that?
Because it's one of the things I read about it.
What? I did not know about this.
What did you opt for in your setting?
I haven't. I actually got freaked out. So,
well, you know I'm all for planning. Forward planning.
Forward planning. Yeah, getting a big insurance policy.
You need to stop saying that.
I know. They're going to use this as evidence against you.
I know they really will, Carl.
Anything ever happens.
And I'll get nothing.
You go in, you go into your kind of account. There's some part of it anyway. I came across it by accident. And basically you can decide either it just wipes your account and everything's gone, or you can opt for someone to take over your account on your behalf once you're dead.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that? If I was gone and you taken over.
So what do you think you'll do?
I suppose I'll put your details into it. Now, what would you be like?
Maybe then I'll get a spot in Dancing with the Stars.
Maybe.
Welcome, lovely listeners, to episode
50!
50.
Yes!
The 50.
The big 50. The big 50.
Yeah, I know.
That's mad.
How's
Now,
that
in
feel,
fairness, I
Carl?
know we're celebrating 50 episodes, but then realistically, we'll be celebrating a year of How You Lovie very soon as well.
Yeah, that's in July, but when you think about it, like 2 weeks' time.
Hang on, I don't understand. How are we on episode 50?
Well, this is Emma, producer Emma. This is her counting, and she's labelled them as this.
No, but I think she's right.
I think she's right too.
Hang on, now maybe we didn't start in July then. Maybe it was May.
No, we started in July.
Did we?
Yes.
How's it? Then that doesn't make sense.
No.
This definitely
No.
isn't episode
We had
50.
2 episodes that were not bonuses. We had Lindsay, Pete and Una, which I don't think they ended up being bonus episodes, did they?
Here, if it's episode 50, congratulations to all of us for being here for 50 episodes. And if it's not, look, we'll let you know at some point when we've reached 50 episodes.
Well, anyway, we're in How Are You Lovie headquarters.
Yeah.
Carl, you've done something funky with the light. It's right above me now, so it's going to show my lines even more.
Hang on.
You don't have lines. I have lines.
Hang on, I do have lines because there's a thing known literally as the Mullan line. So there's a...
Yeah, but that's...
If anyone's watching on YouTube now...
That's for a frown.
There's a
Mine
frown and it's... No, but it's a crevice. And
Yes,
all of us have it in the same spot.
But only when you make... See, you're lucky because it's not constantly there. For your sisters, God love them, it's permanently there.
Take that, Trace and Emma.
Actually, does Trace have it?
I don't know.
I think it's just Emma. Poor Emma. But yours isn't there all the time, although with age, it's starting to engraft.
I'm genuinely aging, and I know I'm genuinely aging because sometimes now when I put up videos on Instagram that maybe I'm resharing something I recorded a couple of years ago, people are literally like, oh God, look how young you are. I'm like, that's 2 years ago.
How fresh you were.
Anyway, I'm going to get a facial.
Did you do your booking?
You did, yeah.
Are you getting done the same time as me?
No.
Great,
going
because then you
different
have to worry about childcare. Great.
So Ash went to, what was the name of the girl?
JQ Skin Clinic, Jane Quinn.
So you were like, Carl, you need to go in, just have a little freshen up.
Yeah.
And I was like, do you know what? I'm going to do it. So I'll report back on how I get on
There
with
we
my
go.
facial.
I
when
like
get
the
it done.
setting where she is because it's in Dublin City. It's on, is it Exchequer Street? That street that I drove up the wrong way
I haven't
last week.
been.
Another one of my car saga stories. But anyway, I think it's Exchequer Street. Anyway, it's just like a nice whopper spot. I went in on a Friday. So I've made the booking for Fridays moving forward because I was like, do you know what? I like the vibe.
Yeah, and a Friday's a nice time to
Yeah.
go in and get something like that
Especially
done.
during the summer. Can you imagine?
Oh, lovely.
Fabulous.
And then do you know what you could do?
What?
Go in and then get yourself a little Aperol spritz
Well,
afterwards.
that's what I said to you to do with the next one for me.
in one of the little outdoor
So you come in and
spots.
join me after.
Okay. All right, that sounds good.
I've already said that plan to you.
Okay, that's fine. Ma'am, if you're listening, if you're around, whatever date it is, we'd love for you to take the kids. Who wants to go first?
Sure, go on. You go first. I've spoken enough. Oh, sorry. No, not even going first. So if you are a listener, you're watching on YouTube.
Yeah.
Don't forget to rate, review, share and subscribe. And maybe throw us an email on howyolovey@gmail.com.
Yep. Anything at all during the episode that you're thinking, I want to have my say on that, please do. We'd love for you to have your say because it's better if it's a two-way conversation. And we love the correspondence, which we'll get to a little bit later on in the episode.
Speaking of people having their say, I want to hear your say, Carl, on this week. How are you, Lovey?
Beautiful.
Do you like my little segue?
Stunning
Getting
segue.
better at this, haven't I?
Absolutely stunning segue. Do you know what? I'm really good today. But truth be told, yeah, no, you could call it a wobbler. I had a bit of a wobbler for about 3 days during the week, where like genuinely, like jokes aside, it got quite low.
Yes.
And I don't know what caused it, but I definitely felt that like my anxiety levels for whatever reason just went way up, and it was particularly busy with the kids, and then I really felt like I lost a handle on everything. I just felt like I wasn't in control of anything. It was.
But you weren't. You were absolutely fine.
No, I know.
Sorry, when I say you weren't, as in like you were in control and stuff.
Yeah.
Or you were in control of stuff.
It was just I felt like I couldn't regulate myself.
Yeah,
it was like my nervous system was just on fire, and I was really trying to regulate it to the point where on Sunday morning, I said to you, you were like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "I'm just feeling really anxious." And you were like, "Go upstairs, lie on your Shakti mat."
Yes.
And I did lie on that. And in fairness, it actually really did bring me down for a couple of hours. But then a couple of hours later, I was right back up again. And look, I think it was a combination of things. One of the things that I realized as well has caused it, and just shows how much this works and how important it is. I haven't spoken to my therapist in about 3 months.
See, this is your fault.
100%.
I know you cancelled by a week.
Yeah.
So like you're a week out from where that appointment was.
Yeah.
But sorry, my pronouns are not pronouns, but my grammar is all over the place. We're already 3 minutes in, 8 minutes in. But that's onus on you.
No, 100%. And it's a real kind of lesson in like how useful that genuinely is for me.
Yes.
Because it's funny, like you'll know this, but I'm a real spiraler.
Yeah.
Once I start to go down, I can go down quite quickly, and when I say spiral, it's like I start to get really ravaged by self-doubt. And I start to like doubt my ability as a husband, as a dad, as a broadcaster. It just really takes over.
I suppose I wouldn't have really seen it. Not that I suppose I wasn't really aware of it. Whereas now that you have been going to see her, it's a lot more glaring at me now. So
Which
when
is
you
good
do
as well.
have those moments, do you know that way? Because you have clarity, and equally you're able to name it. You're getting better at naming it.
Like absolutely. And in terms of even learning tools to work through it. Like if I was to compare the level of anxiety that I was feeling during the week, it's probably the first time I felt that kind of anxiety since 2023 after Ayla was born, which was the first time I went to talk to someone. But it's like I was able to nip it in the bud way quicker, because today I feel great.
Okay, good.
It was just I was able to move by it. And even when I was in it, I was very aware of like, you just need to calm your nervous system down. Do you know what I mean? But it was just very hard to do it because we also had a weekend with the kids where it was fucking mental.
Yeah. Do you know what was funny about last week, Carl? I felt like we actually had a few days off. So I actually was off Monday.
I was off Monday, Tuesday as well.
Yeah, and I was off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday because that was my natural day off on the Wednesday. So I wasn't back into work until Thursday. But I felt like I had no days off. We were just so feckin' busy. Now, in saying that, we had a glorious time because we went to the spa.
We
on
did,
Tuesday
yeah.
afternoon for our anniversary. But it also just shows how bloody busy that we're kind of at the point in our lives where it's literally you're prioritizing, you're putting out fires, you're spinning the plates. That's literally what we were like. And I think what's actually really ramped us up is Baveen is mobilising.
Do you know?
But she can't articulate herself. So she's getting really frustrated in the situation. So that's really put a little kind of extra cog into everything.
Yeah.
So we're trying to manage that as well. So yeah, no, I think that's what my How Are You Lovey is generally on as well.
I think they're nearly shared, our How Are You Lovies. Like I did even now today, maybe this is one of the reasons why I'm a bit more down, like as in calmer today.
Yeah.
One of the things I was finding very difficult to manage over the weekend was overstimulation, and it was the level of noise.
Yeah.
And it was just a lot. There was so much going on. And listen, any parent, not even with young kids, any parent will know, just sometimes it just becomes overwhelming and there's just a lot coming at you at once. But today, while you were on work, I used my loop earplugs.
With the kids?
With the kids.
And how did that work?
It was really good.
Okay, good.
It just like... So the only way I can describe them is they're not like earplugs in the sense of normal earplugs where it just blocks out the noise.
Mm-hmm.
It blocks out enough noise that it takes the edge off of it.
Okay.
But you can still hear.
Like the piercing.
Yeah. So like say when Bavine is screaming.
Yeah.
Or if she's crying or if Ayla's crying, or whatever it might be, it just like took the edge off of it. And it meant like I didn't go up as quick. Anyway, that's a very short review on them because I did say I'd come back to them. But I can kind of, excuse the pun, loop back around to it at another point. But good.
Sorry, I got that.
Good first impression of them anyway.
Okay, good. That was your first time to use them?
Yeah, it was the first time to use them. But yeah, I just felt like, I think as parents, we both felt a bit defeated this weekend.
Oh yeah. Like, when there's matches and it's like, or games and it's like 1 or, Dublin 1, Meath 0.
Yeah.
It was like the kids.
Kids 1, parents 0.
Except what it was is the kids 10, the parents minus 15.
Yeah.
Like it was just, like we all had a great time. The kids were out in the back garden the whole time. But at every single step of the weekend, it was just like we were putting out little fires.
And it was just one of those weekends. They just happen. It comes along every so often. But do you know, I think what was getting to me most about it, and this I feel is one of the most under-warned about things when it comes to parenthood, is like the pressure can put your relationship under with the person who you love. Because we were so busy and you're so tired and you're so worn out and you're so up to 90 sometimes. It means like our level of communication can sometimes break down.
Yes.
And I hate that we get ratty with each other.
But we weren't ratty with each
No,
other.
but nothing out of the ordinary. Like every single couple does it, regardless whether your kids have
And we
have
weren't
kids or
ratty
not.
with each other.
We were miscommunicating with
Yes,
each
but
other.
that's not ratty. Like you think if I turn around and say boo to you, you're like, that's it, the world has ended.
I do.
We've had a fight.
I do catastrophize.
She was roaring at me. Literally. I literally got into the car and I said, okay, we've become lost in translation. Was that not how I started with you?
No, you did.
Yeah. So
But I don't like
you
that.
don't like that. And I'm like, Carl, we have to talk about it so that you're not, because what was happening with you is that you were like sitting in the car going, spiraling. So I have to stop that with you so that you come out of it.
Yeah, no, that's.
But Carl also doesn't appreciate you saying that we've become lost in translation because he feels like your fear of conflict is going to kick in.
Yeah, that's true. That also comes into it because
that's my analytical thing.
I get kind of quite heightened when I think there's going to be conflict over anything. But even look, that aside, I kind of, I don't know if anyone else listening gets this, but I feel I'm losing my crack.
You're not losing your crack, I tell you. I feel like your crack's getting bigger.
It's something that you're really good with.
Tired, Carl.
I know, but I don't. I want to be a dad.
But you are. You are a really. You are more. What's the word I'm looking for? You're a more fun parent than what I am.
I think you're really good at like being giddy and being fun. But I even mean like just from our point of view, right? We used to like before kids. We'd be giddy and you'd like really make each other laugh. And it's not that we don't make each other laugh. We do all the time.
Thank you.
But it's just that like, it's harder to come across those moments in parenthood.
Yeah, but because our time is not spent solely with each other.
I know,
and we have the greatest joy and the greatest the greatest asset is the three of them and Angie.
I know.
So our time is limited with each other. I mean,
Yeah.
this is why we started this pod, Carl, is to look at each other lovingly in the eye.
No, it's so
and
true.
Have fun with each other.
And we do, to be fair, this actually is one of the moments during the week we get to really like
Yes.
just unwind and have a laugh. So yeah, I think while I was having my overthinking analytical brain, I just wanted to like bring everyone where I was at. But the truth of it is, I do think those worries and those frustrations and everything, I do think there's a lot of you listening right now who will have felt that. And I think it's important to acknowledge that too, because it's not always sunshine, lollipops and rainbows, juju traps.
Can I just tell you, you haven't lost your crack.
Okay,
And I
that's
mean
good.
that in regards to the word. I don't mean the other thing that we were laughing at about 2 minutes ago.
Imagine if you had an arse without a face. It'd just be one cheek. If you didn't have a crack,
Would it be your chin then?
it'd just be like a cushion. Ash,
Yes.
how are you, Lovie?
Well, I can tell you now, mine is on the exact same story.
Yeah.
No, the kids bait us. They bait us up this weekend, didn't
They
they?
did.
Yeah. Now, we had lots of fun. We did loads of fun things. They had great time. Like, we were in Phoenix Park. We went to a party. They were out all weekend in the back garden having the crack. Like, we had so much fun.
Yeah.
But it was just, and like, even in that, like, when they were out all weekend in the back garden, but it was just, do you know what it is? As well, on Saturday, we were like, grand, we're going to come in here and cook dinner. But then you get visitors in. And we love having the visitors as well.
Yeah.
But it's always, it's when, do you know what happens to us? When we are saying, right, we're going to have a quiet evening, never becomes quiet. It's never quiet.
Yeah.
Do you know the way? But then it's either friends calling around, family calling around. And we love it. We have that open door policy, like our house is a welcoming house. And that's, people love coming here, which is great.
Yeah.
But it's also, it was one of those weekends where like, we probably should have been selfish.
No, but do you
and
know what?
selfish is not the right word either, because it's not selfish.
Yes, I know. Do you know what as well? We're just at that exact moment where, like, something like that can completely throw your weekend, because there's so little wiggle room on either side. Like, I do genuinely think when they're that little bit older, it's like you're able to leave them play in the back garden on their own and get bits done. Whereas at the moment, like, Jesus Christ, like Bavian has walked 2 independent steps. That's it. That's the amount of walking. It's all just couch surfing or whatever at the moment.
Creeping.
Couch creeping.
Yeah.
Yet she'll
climb up the slide independently, go down the slide independently herself, and then get up and walk around to the back of the slide, but holding on to it, or else crawling, and then climb up independently and screams to climb up independently.
Another lunatic on her hands.
I love it. And she loves her mom. I love it.
She does. She absolutely
great.
Loves it, yeah.
Right, so yeah, back to me. But no, this weekend I did it again, didn't I, Carl?
What did you do?
I have this stellar record at
yeah.
appearing at birthday parties at the wrong time.
This was just another one of those things where, like, everything that could have gone wrong went wrong over the weekend. So we were going to a friend's child's birthday party.
Yes.
It was all, the usual, getting everyone ready and out the door.
And in fairness, because I thought it was an early start to a birthday party. I thought it was 11, half 11? 11.
And we were like, what a great time for a party.
Yeah, and I texted her to say, we might be a bit late, just the kids. Sibling rivalry is not great today, so we just might be a little bit behind ourselves. And she was like, that's fine. And equally, I was like, do you know what? If they don't get as much time in the play area as what they had, it's actually probably more beneficial to them. They're getting a bit of both. So I was like, grand. So I text her. And then, so when I drive up to the play, or where the party was. So I drive up to where the party was, and then I don't see their car. And I was like, why do I not see her car? Why do I not see her car?
You were very quick to notice that, by the way.
I was, yeah. Because I know, like, I knew she'd park as close as she could to the doors. Sorry, Trish.
Well, sorry, I do the same.
I know. Well, no, you don't do that. You tend to park as far away and as inconveniently as possible. But anyway, so yeah. So I was like, no, where's her car? And the car park's not big. I was like, her car's not here. Anyway, so I was like, maybe, did they get a new car? Did they come on a different car? Did they get a lift? Anyway, we walked up, and you have to walk up 2 flights of stairs with 3 kids. Here we are going up, and Davey knew the ropes because he'd been here before. So he was sitting down the ground, ripping off his shoes. And then we're like, oh, we're here for so-and-so's birthday party. And she's like, whose birthday party? I have these 2 kids in here at the moment, and it's their birthday parties. And I'm like, so-and-so's birthday party?
Yeah.
I'll say Jane Blogs, for example. And they're like, no, Jane Blogs. And I just opened my phone, and the party didn't start at 11. It started at 1.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, fuck. And I was like, do I tell him this? Or what do I do?
Bear in mind, this is on Sunday when we've just had a weekend of it as well.
And I was like, what do I do? So anyway, I was like, oh, smiled at you. And I was like, silly me. It's at 1 o'clock, not at 11. And then what it is, because we'd arrived late, we've probably done ourselves a disservice, because then we'd less time between the 2. So when I look, we just made the kids nap, didn't we?
Do you know what?
In the car.
Funnily enough, it probably ended up working out for the better, because we almost did something which we're always guilty of, which is, and it's a really nice thing, but we always do everything together.
Yes.
And we were getting into the car, and because there was loads of stuff to do at home, and I was like, can I make a suggestion? One of us drives with the kids and gets them to nap. The other one goes back to the house and gets stuff done.
Yes.
So I drove with the car. I drove the kids into the car, and then you did a few bits back in the house, and it actually
I
did help us.
Blitzed the place.
Yeah.
Did I? Or did like the place was like
But you
shining?
yeah, but you probably enjoyed it too because it was just being able to do it again without
I just feel like
distraction.
we're going into the week with it not on our heads.
Yeah.
And on our back. So it just gives you a bit of clarity, Carl.
So we probably do need to do that, like even just for 2 hours every weekend. One of us takes the kids out,
Yes.
and then the other one gets to just lash through stuff. Now, to be fair, I do understand that when you're lashing through stuff, you'll definitely get through more.
Yes.
But we'll share the load.
Yes.
We'll share the load.
Okay. There you go. On this note, I do want to ask a question on party and like birthday party etiquette.
Go on.
Okay. I just have this thing because I'm bloody socially awkward anyway. But like the rule of, you're invited to a party, like, or your child is invited to the party. It is a rule that the siblings don't go unless the siblings are invited.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Jesus.
So that's the way I would be. It's like the invite is for the child and not the full shebang. Okay?
Yeah, okay.
So say this weekend, it's one of our very close friends, Trish. So her kids, all our kids are the same age. So in fairness, she texted me saying all of yous are to come.
Well,
right?
yeah, but in fairness, at least she clarified though, because then you're like on, what are we
But
meant
then
to
it
do?
got to this weekend and then she was asking me who's going, who's not going, just to be like double check. And then I was like, then I texted her then because awkward me was like, who do you want to go? Who's best for you to go? And she's like, no, these are all invited. And I was like, grand, but just don't order food for like our little one because like there's no point. Like she'll have 1 or 2 chips of Ayla's and Ayla won't eat it anyway. So I was like, and I'll have stuff there for her anyway, so she'll be happy out. And she's like, no, I'll get her chips. I was like, no, don't. I was like, because it's a waste. It honestly would be wasted.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's best for you? I was like, do I pay for it? Like, and then I was trying to figure out then, God, did she say all invited? But all are invited. She reminded me of that. But then I was like, why am I being so socially awkward about this? Do you know that way?
Yes.
So then there was another time then. So there was another party and it was in our pals or a school friend's house.
Yes.
So then in that instance, it was just Davey that was going, which is perfect. I was like, I'm not bringing the other kids. You had to stay at home with them. And then, so then I as the parent went in initially and then I asked at the door, being socially awkward, being like, do you want us to come in? Do you not want to come in? Do you know the way? What do you do?
Oh,
do you know
God,
that way?
Yeah, because because you might leave them there.
Yeah.
Sorry, I never even thought about that again.
So then I'm like, in fairness, they were like, no, come on in. And they're like, leave if you want to leave. And then I was like, I don't know how he's going to be.
But then you don't know if they're like, oh, look at her going off, just lamping us with the kid.
Like, that's what I'm saying. So I'm like, why is this such why? Like, yeah.
It's just a minefield.
It's a minefield and you don't know what's the best thing to do.
Jesus, I had not thought about any of these things.
Yeah. So then when we were in the house then, and in fairness, the parents were like, go on, you go. And I was at the point of being about to go. And then, so it was about 20 minutes into the party. And then he came over to be like, oh, Mom. And I was like, go on, you're fine. Like, get off me. That way. So,
but the funny thing is, when you're there, they're more likely to kick off.
Yes, yeah.
Can I say what my take on that is? I think, fuck that, take the win.
And go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think if you're organising that, I think that's what you're taking upon yourself. Unless they explicitly say, we would prefer for the parents to stay.
Yes.
Like, hiya, thanks, Kim. What time do you want me back?
Yeah.
Good luck and thanks.
No, I know. Yeah.
Like, I do remember.
I'm just getting used to this. That's the thing.
I know. Like, I remember as a kid, we would have like gone and been left at friends' houses. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I do think like if we were to organise for, like, say, a party for him with his little school friends or whatever like that. And if the parents left them here.
Yes.
As long as they can, like, go to the toilet on their own and all of that kind of stuff, I think then I'd be like, yeah.
That's fine.
Fair enough.
We have their number and off you go.
Yeah.
I think we'd be the same. That's it. It's just more a case of like, what do you, and then I don't want to be like them thinking, look at your one now, she's swannying off, left the kid. Do you know the way?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm like, especially when there's other parents in there. And I'm like, what do you do?
Yes, that's true. Can I give my review?
The whole minefield.
Can I give my review on the kids' play area? Because it was only my second time in my life being there as a parent.
Oh, go on, yeah.
Hell on earth.
But it was actually really quiet.
Hell.
What do you mean your second time being there?
On
you weren't there
earth.
before.
Not in that one.
Yes.
I was one time
yes.
in another place. Holy shit.
Yeah.
It's like, no, genuinely, it's like, you know.
Like it's not a time for adults.
No.
No.
Do you know when, you know the scene in The Day After Tomorrow, the film I haven't seen, but I've seen the famous scene where the wave comes towards them.
Yes.
It's like that, but in reverse, and you walk towards the wave. So as you get close to the building, you can just hear the and the doors open. It's like and it's just you're just looking around, and it's parents who are like, I crave death right now. God love. I want to give a little shout out to Bluey, who was
Oh, yes.
in the kids' like party area where the kids were getting their food.
Yes.
And there was one of the staff had to dress up as Bluey. Jesus Christ, you couldn't pay me enough money to do that job.
Really, Carl?
Dressed up, sweating your bollocks
I know,
off
the heat, yeah.
inside that suit and having to stand there. The indignity of it. They had to stand there for 20 minutes just going from side to side like this. And the kids didn't even give a shit. The kids, after about 10 minutes, were like, all right, good luck, Bluey. So Bluey had to just stand there, keep it going because they have to stay in character.
Yes, yeah.
And they're going side to side. And then another person comes in when the time is up and they're like, okay, boys and girls, it's time for Bluey to go. And they're like, good luck, Bluey, see you later. But the other person has to come and take them by the hand
because they couldn't see.
They can't see.
They might trip over the children.
That must be like when you go into work, it's like, you're on Bluey today. Oh, fuck.
Can we move on?
Please do. Okay, time for some Sniper Alley.
I'm so excited.
I think we realised in the last couple of weeks the importance of Sniper Alley.
Yes.
We have a segment for this.
Yes, and I enjoyed the rhythm of it. So we took out the song for a while because someone commented it was Alan. Alan said he didn't like the song, but Maeve, his wife, said she did like the song.
Go on, Maeve. Go on,
So
Alan.
I've brought it back.
Okay.
Because Lord knows, and our lovely listeners know, that Aisling is better on the pod when she has Sniper Alley, so that she can direct it all into one area.
Into one area. Rather than be a thundering bitch for the whole thing. I'm trying to predict what Sniper Alley could be about this week.
You're not going to guess it.
Okay.
So will I go first? Do you
Please.
have anything for Sniper
No,
Alley?
I actually don't.
Okay.
I was doing my head all week.
Right, okay. Are we ready?
Please.
So your line is, when the line is due, a pile on the floor.
Okay, I can think I can see where this is going.
Where do you think it's going?
This is to do with our bedroom.
Kind of.
Okay, go on.
Can you be any more specific?
Is there a pile on the left-hand side corner where I've just left stuff?
No. Because at the moment the room is probably more messy my side, just I've loads of bags of bits ready to be moved.
Oh, is it on the stairs going up to the attic?
No.
All right, go on. Give me the song.
Sorry, I'm giddy.
Do you know what I've just realised?
What?
I've crossed my arms because I've gone defensive.
Okay. Oh, normal people do normal things. Like nail clippers, a pedicure, the finer things. Carl's the best. He's better than the rest. At bedtime, he picks them. The tighter the pick is the test. After he's done that, where do they go? A tissue? The toilet? In the bin? Oh no! Where, you ask, could his toe pickings be? He's already in bed, not budging, you see. A pile on the floor, a pile on the floor, a pile on the floor, a pile on the floor.
That's not true. I don't pile nail clippings on the floor.
No, not nail clippings, nail pickings.
Nail pickings.
Toe nail pickings.
No.
Yes, Carl.
I don't. Well, no. Okay. Can I be honest?
Sorry.
I don't pile them. I flick them.
You flick them. And then you might find some, like sometimes I find them in the kids' room if you're sitting there picking your toenails while you're, like, I swear to God, Carl, like there's little pickings of your toenails everywhere. Sometimes I'll find them in the sitting room.
That sounds like it's disgusting. It's
Sorry,
all over there.
it is disgusting.
It's not. It's
I'm
natural.
getting you. No, it's not natural. I'm getting you back for the knickers in the face.
So, no, do you know what? I have to say, I personally find it one of life's most satisfying things if you've got like a big long toenail and just being able to give it See, I've always picked my nails.
Yeah, you have
rather
always
than
picked your
clip
nails,
them.
but when what he does
And
then is
they're not very nice.
he gets
to be
into
fair.
bed, he just, before he gets comfortable, before he gets his little arse comfy in bed, he just sit there and pick his toes for a minute. And then he like flicks it, then comes at me and then just be like, like, if you think those fingers are coming anywhere near me, you can get stuck. So before anything happens, I have to make sure you're just back from the toilet. Then I know your arse is clean, your hands are hopefully clean, and then they haven't been back near your feet.
Okay, point taken.
Yeah.
I'll get myself a little nail clipping bin from inside. Do you know what I should get?
What?
So it's a sharps box. It'd be perfect. Just get a sharps box and I can just pile them all together.
It's actually making me vomit. Like, that's disgusting. Not vomit, but like, nauseated is the word. So there you go. Did you enjoy that?
I did. That was a good sniper
Yes,
alley.
okay.
Well done. I'll work on it. Okay, correspondence time. howyoulovey@gmail.com. Little reminder, if you want to get in touch with us at any stage, we'd love to hear from you. We love our emails on the podcast. We love the comments we get underneath the episodes on Spotify, on YouTube as well. Or you can shoot any of us a DM during the week as well, if it's something that you're going, do you know what? I want to just send this as a DM because this is the way that I communicate. Go on. What do we have?
Okay, so correspondence this week, I've actually just gone on one little stream. Right? Because last week I was talking about the little incident where I was coming out of Woody's.
Well, you accidentally got into a man's car.
And I was looking at, I didn't get in.
Well, you nearly got in.
Yeah.
The poor man.
And it reminded me of the story that your mum told me.
Yes.
So when your sister was in hospital?
So my sister Trace, when she was growing up, had very bad asthma and was in and out of hospital quite a lot with it. And there was a story. So Mum and Dad used to have this blue Fiat Uno, right? Oh, what a car. I'd do anything for a car like that now. Just, it's such a cool retro looking car. And when I think about it now, small car. We as a family of 5 used to travel up and down to Derry all the time in that car. Unbelievable. But anyway, she had the Fiat Uno and Dad drove the Fiat Uno into the hospital,
yes,
parked the car up. Mum had been doing the night shift with Trace and they were doing a swap over. This is before any of us, myself or Emma, were born. So anyway, Dad came in, gave Mum the keys. She was going home to get showered, have a rest, whatever like that. She was like, yeah, it's parked out there, gave her a general idea where the car is. So Mum goes out, spots the car, gets into it. She's driving home. And I think it was Crumlin Hospital that Trace was in.
She was in Crumlin Hospital and she was driving down through Crumlin Village.
Yes.
So she was about 5 minutes after leaving the hospital and she looked into the mirror and realised there was beads on the back seat. You know those seat covers, like those brown ones where it was kind of like, not beaded, but...
They were like real old school seats.
Yeah.
Like when you say sitting on beads, not that kind
of
bead.
I know, yeah.
No, they were like real old school seat covers. Can I actually just say, I'd say they felt lovely.
Yeah.
I'd say it's
like
real...
therapeutic.
Yeah, it's like a little massage.
Yeah.
Up
So
your
she
arse.
realised and she's like, hang on a second, like I don't remember them in my car. And then she was looking around the vicinity of the car. She's like, this is not my car.
This is not her car.
Yeah.
Holy shit. So she had to spin the car around.
Yes.
Went back to the hospital, into the car park, and the spot that she had pulled the car out of was still available.
Yes.
So she parked the car back in. And so the person whose car she had driven would have gotten into their car having had no knowledge that a stranger had driven their car. Now, this was about 1989. So it's a long time ago.
So you weren't even born
I
yet,
wasn't even born. But then she went and she got...
so her car was parked about 5-6 down from that car.
And she drove home in her car. But like the key worked.
Yeah.
So it just shows like, obviously that wouldn't happen anymore because you've got cars with immobilizers and all that kind of stuff. Well, maybe it would, but I don't think it would. But yeah, she drove someone else's car.
Yeah.
Absolutely mental.
So when I was looking, you put the clipping, our social clip for last week was of that story. And the amount of people that messaged in.
Go on.
Under your Instagram story. So Consciously Clearing wrote in, say, when the twins were about 6 months old, I parked badly in Little Car Park and was heading in with the double buggy to do a shop for the bits when some guy kept beeping at me. I stormed over ready to rip the head off him, thinking he was going to have a go at me for taking up 2 car parking spaces. Then he rolled down the window and said, "Love, I don't think you've locked your car." I turned to look and I'd left 3 doors and the boot wide open.
And she's ready to have a go at your man.
Like, can you imagine? Like, God love her.
Oh, do you know what though? Isn't it just like in the
Throes of it.
throes of it? It's so easy to do.
Like, I now, since having babies, me and keys don't go well together.
Yeah,
Like,
you're
I'm
always losing your
constantly
keys.
not losing my keys, and I haven't like left them out somewhere, but I can't remember where I've put them down. So they're always in the house,
No, so do you know what as well?
and I've left them in the door as
your
well.
phone as well. You've left them in the
Yeah.
door. Your phone as well. This is why I want to change you over. You're on a Google phone.
Yes.
I want to change you over to an iPhone.
No, not
So that
happening.
we can just use the Find My. I know the Google phone has a Find My feature, but I just think it's better on the
No,
iPhone.
not happening. Sorry. So next one then. Mum to 3 plus Katie said, I unloaded all my shopping into my car, saw a set of golf clubs in the boot, but still kept going. Hopped into the driver's seat. Seat position was off. Then I tried to put the key in the ignition. It wouldn't go in. Then I looked around and realised with horror it was not my car. My car, the exact same make, model and colour, was right beside me and I was in a stranger's car.
So the car. Well, maybe the car was left open, or else her key opened
Her
the car.
key opened the car, I'm presuming, but then it wouldn't drive then from there.
Shit.
Yeah. See, but that makes sense, right? Same make, model,
Yeah.
and colour. I had no excuse last week.
Yeah.
And the car was also branded with taxi. Like, yeah. I had absolutely no excuse last week, right? Jenny Holland. I got into someone else's car, similar colour, but that's it. And then sat in the driver's seat wondering why the dash looked so different. Again, right? Someone, Kyle 1959, again in a little car park. What is it with the
What
little car
little?
park?
Yeah.
Very same thing happened to me recently in a little car park, although it was the same make, car and colour and almost the same reg. See, I don't have an excuse. I have no excuse. Completely
You were
different car.
distracted. You were distracted.
And then Stylishly Challenged wrote in and said, it's the casual, why are you touching my car? And then, why are you at my car conversation?
Yeah.
It was just shocking.
Well,
Here's another one. Amanda Byrne. I remember coming out of the chemist and going to get into my husband's car, and next thing I heard the locks go down and a woman look at me like I'm a loon and shaking her head, and she shoots off. Needless to say, it wasn't my husband's car.
Whoa. Did she get into the car? She tried to
I'd
get
say
into
she
the
tried
car.
to get in, so she was like me. She didn't get much
Sure,
further
one
in.
thought she was probably trying to rob the car.
Yeah.
Now, sorry, this is a bit of an aside, but I had a friend
Yes.
when we were, like, in college era, just talking about cars being robbed. He was a pizza delivery driver, and he left the keys in the ignition
Yes.
to go deliver the pizzas to the front door, left the keys in the ignition. Someone drove off in the
No,
car.
wait, with pizzas in the car?
Probably, yeah. But
That was a sweet steal, wasn't
no,
it?
but the worst part about it is because the keys were in the ignition, I don't think you could claim
you
anything
couldn't
on the
claim.
insurance.
Yeah.
Because they were like, why'd you leave the keys in the car? Which, by the way, I've seen them do experiments on the news. It's a huge problem where people leave the keys in the ignition at a petrol station. People just leave the key. Now, this is probably
Okay.
it's probably less of a thing now
But-
because a lot of cars are keyless, so you just have the keys in your pocket.
Yes.
So I'd say this is not as prevalent. But just a reminder to anyone, always take your keys with you when you go to pay for the petrol. Because the amount of cars that, like, anyway, previously
Really?
would have been robbed off forecourts because people were leaving their keys in the car. Yeah, there you go. That's a bit of a public service announcement at the end of this episode.
There you go, Carl. I mean, what else would you want out of Harry, you lovey?
Listen, we aim to please and stop you getting your car robbed.
By Aisling.
If anyone has any stories of randomly breaking into other people's property without realising you've done it, because I'd say there could be some good stories as well of
Like someone's house or
or
something.
accidentally going into people's hotel rooms and stuff like that. Because I've heard stories of people, their key cards working on the wrong rooms.
What?
And yeah. Swear to God.
So imagine what you'd be walking into.
I've heard, I think it was Donegal told me a story of someone he knew and they ended up like getting into the bed beside someone and the other person freaked. Yeah. I'll follow it up and see if I can get the details
get
on
the
it.
details on that.
So if anyone has any stories of that kind of ilk, howyoulovey@gmail.com or you can leave us a comment underneath this on Spotify or on YouTube.
Right, we're getting out of here, okay?
Bonus episode this weekend. It's a follow-up to last weekend's bonus episode, which was the wedding special.
Yes.
There was so many questions with regards to the wedding that we said we'd do a part 2 to it.
Yes.
So that's coming this Saturday as well. Right, whatever you're up to, have a lovely week. Thank you so much for listening.
Have a whopper week, and thanks a million again. Slán, slán.